Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Grushafaria channel. This is Deadman9001, the voice of the Grushafaria channel. Today we are back in Asura gaming server. We're back in my house and we're gonna start actually building some kind of underground and above ground kind of village. So we're gonna start off from the main house, and as you can see got this little pattern going. I'm going to speed things up for you. It's kind of a boring, long process watching a pillow. It's an admin here, but it's a long, boring process just kind of watching someone dig dirt with a shovel. And I'm not going to have you guys do that for half an hour. So anyway, so for the most part, we're just kind of planning on expanding this little area here. Build some underground tunnel system between here and there's a hill just next to this. So I'm gonna follow a similar kind of pattern that I have here and around most of the rest of the building, which is, you know, you're gonna build a pillar of cobble and a pillar of log and continue to go through that. I wasn't really too sure if I really like this setup here, or if I needed to expand it, or what I really needed to do here. It took me a little while. I need an axe. Anyway, it took me a little while to figure it out that I wanted to even put anything underneath the building. So now we're gonna chop this down. I'm just kind of slowing down the video here just to show you guys more in depth of the process, and it takes quite a bit of time. And I'm not gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it like that for now. We're gonna eventually work on making all the cobble look nicer, maybe. I don't know how we're gonna do that, but anyway. So first I wasn't sure if I wanted to expand over here to the point where it would just be a large area, or if I wanted to keep it kind of like, hey look, we got a little storehouse here, we're gonna connect it to a tunnel system and call it good. Gonna put the log back here in the corner for now. I wasn't entirely too sure if I like this or not. But anyway. And I decided I really didn't like it too much, so I'm gonna chop it down and replace it with cobble. I have a lot of inventory management issues. And we're gonna come back to this and eventually make the cobble, change out the cobble for maybe stone brick or something nicer. So we're gonna go over here and get some sand. We're gonna eventually need it for some gravel. I mean, not gravel, wow. Needing it for windows. Very, very noisy denizens here. But anyway, so I'm not too far away from the actual spawn. Eventually you could possibly see this building from the edge of the spawn point. I have been asked by the server admins to do more videos for the actual server itself, so there will be a part 2 to the server showcase. And well, anyway, I went and did some more wood and supplies. So we're going to show you this end of the build. Now we're going to make like a connecting system of tunnel here between the two places instead of building above ground. So, I'm going to speed up the video here. And in the background, well, we ended up digging into the building, but that was okay because I really needed to know exactly where I was in, you know, just to get a feel of how this was gonna go. So it was nice to know where the building was, so I could even do this. So first I thought, you know, 9 square block, and make that the tunnel system. But for some reason I need to come out here. I think it was just to go back inside and go on the other side. Or build more. Yeah, pickaxe. Okay. That's what I needed. So I came down here with cobble. Or with the logs, yep. So I wanted to build this up. Make this look nice with the logs. And I came back over here and decided I'm just not going to go back outside. I'm just going to cover this up and go this way. Just in the background you got people who are on the server, so there's more than just me and the admin. And I decided instead of just doing that, because I was mining out the coal here, we're going to do a 4x4. So just have a really wide tunnel system for people to go through. They won't have to bump into each other. I like that. So this is still all underneath. I've dug deep enough that it won't actually, you know, interfere with the building upstairs. Now keep in mind the building upstairs is planned on changing the flooring and everything there, so what you see right now, it's not entirely going to be the same as this build goes on. It's going to use a lot of resources, so we're going to eventually have to make a little wood farm. Meantime, I actually made this a lot longer, actually a lot taller. It's 5x3 space now, instead of just a regular 4. So, decided I wanted to cover that up, so I opened back up, go outside, and I decided I wasn't going to. And I decided I was actually going to start from this section, because there's no point in digging for too long in that direction and not be able to connect here. Slow down the video a little bit, you know, you guys need a little break from just seeing Rush first person, third person views and whatnot. So I dug a little area here. This is going to be where the tunnel system comes into my house. Because what you see on the other side, there's not going to be any connections. It's all going to be just underneath. So yes, we're going to in future make more videos for the server. Not just these videos here that you're watching now, but the videos for a server showcase. And if you have a server that you like and you want it to be seen by a few people or more people, maybe a small server, maybe you're a big server no one knows about, just send me a message in the inbox and let me know. And I will type in the IP and head on over. And we'll see if we can get a server showcase. Not too hard to do. So, it's going to do a little staircase here. gotta go find out where in the world my other part of this dig is. And I started going to the left, but for some reason, when I went to the left a little bit, I just thought maybe I need to go to the right. So speed the video back up again, and as you saw, we eventually did find it after a little bit of digging to the left side instead of the right side. So you're gonna have to incorporate all this eventually. It'll be a nice little area to use. I think maybe we'll split the tunnel so it actually drops off on the base level, so people can enter the tunnel from the enter the town from the actual spawn area from the road there. I'm gonna build a little crafting bench here and do some stuff like that. Close this off because, you know, I needed to close it off. By the way, that's I think the second time I've closed it off now, and you're gonna enjoy this. For some reason, I decided that I was gonna make stone axes. Not a problem. We're just gonna make a chest and put them all in there. We needed to mine all that, or chop down all that wood anyway. So, like most servers, privatized chests, you make them, and as soon as you spawn them in, they get privatized. So your stuff is people can't raid it. I mean, I'm sure if they break the chest, I'm not sure what happens if they break the chest. If it just becomes an item free for all, or if it, you know, doesn't. But I'm not interested in actually doing anything like that, so yeah, gonna expand this little entrance out here, because I don't think we're gonna repeat the extremely high ceiling of the main part of the tunnel here. I think we're just gonna keep going with maybe a small little section. I'm gonna open this up. I'm gonna put some wood planks on it, the birch ones, because just want it to look a little nice eventually. Went away from that, and we decided we were going to try to light a little bit, prepare the walls for the log pieces that go in every so often. Now, the big debate for me was, am I going to do cobble or am I going to do stone brick down here? And I figured we're going to do stone brick, so make a couple furnaces and heat up some cobblestone to make stone. I was going to make stairs out of cobblestone, then decided I still have birch stairs, so we're going to use those. So I'm going to dig out this area here, which is going to connect to the top of the other hill, and the other hill will feature a castle, main structure of government at some point. So kept expanding what the inside of this actually looked like, mostly because, you know, the main idea for the tunnel is that no one sees it except for a couple entrances. Because if someone were to come in from another area, we don't want them necessarily to come in and see, oh look, there's a tunnel here, we can get to this person's house, we can grief. I mean, not that you can in this server, they're very, very grief unfriendly. They have admins on pretty much all the time, watching the few people that are on here, so decided to turn away from doing this for now. Just put a torch there so nothing spawns. We're going to focus more on the stone that has finally cooked and make some stone bricks for down here for the pillars. And I've decided that we're going to do an entryway with the stone pillars, and that included the fact that we need to actually expand the opening a little more because it wasn't wide enough to look even. So another thing we plan on doing here is the floors are all going to look different. We're going to put something nicer for the floors. At least make it some kind of uniform feel instead of just hey look, it's cobble here, here's some cobble here, there's some dirt here, there's maybe some gravel, some random coal bits. We don't want to leave any random coal bits anywhere, so I am also continuing the pillar design. I'm just really digging out the area for the wooden logs. I need to eat some melons, but I'm gonna actually go get some meat eventually. So we're gonna clear these out. And this happened to be the time. Oh, well, I decided now to finally cover the hole here, but I wasn't successful in doing it all, so I said, you know, I'm just gonna go upstairs and do it that way. And while I'm down here, put some stairs. The stairs were giving me problems. Yeah. Most of the just building the house, it was every time I tried to pull up down a stair, it would always flip upside down. You think you click on the back of a board and it would recognize that you actually wanted to put the stairs the normal facing way instead of, hey, I wanted to go upside down. Tonight's almost on us, so let's quickly go get some food. Ow. Ow. We found chicken, and there's a lot of animal signs coming from here. Now, I came over here earlier and set down some dirt because, you know, animals were spawned down here for some reason, and they needed a place to get out. And lo and behold, tree blocking everything. So I'm gonna pick off all these pigs, or at least enough, or maybe all of them. Chicken jumped up. So that's a lot of meat that we just got there. We'll let the chickens go free, because they can actually walk around and go free. So we're gonna head back to the house and cook this up, eat it, and instead of relying on the melons. I have 13 pieces of melon left. It's not really a good way of food unless I had a melon farm to really not care about actual food. And that's something we will be building in here. So I'm gonna make this place a sustainable kind of little village. That could be nice. So yeah, as you can see, we got the glass windows now. I don't think they were in here before in the video. Actually, yes, they were. I lied. We might be putting the glass windows downstairs in my section of the underground instead of the tunnel section. So if you guys are watching this and you'd actually like to be part of this server, it's a nice little server. Haven't had any problems yet. The admins kind of like to talk to you, you know, kind of hang out with you for a little bit. They'll leave you alone too if you really want to be left alone. At least, you know, left alone long enough for you to build, not grief. They'll watch you, but you can definitely visit the website, which is asuragaming.com. That's www.asuragaming.com. And you'll be able to go to the website and sign up to be a member from there, or get the IP from there and start playing. Remember, when you spawn in, you get basic stone set. Walked up. And you get a nice little stack of melons to use. So I'm gonna fill this up finally. There we go. I wanted that to be more like a fireplace area when I first wanted to build this, so we'll see if that continues to be the prevailing theme. So, enemy mobs have started spawning. I'm just kind of walking around hoping that none of them have spawned inside the actual building. In the meantime, we're gonna pick up this gravel, put it here. Oh, maybe not. We're just gonna maybe cook the chicken. Yeah, we're gonna cook the chicken. So, definitely gonna need to do a lot of logging to get all this, or I can go downtown and buy all that, but you know, I'd rather do it the legit way. So right now we're going to put that ceiling in I was talking about earlier. And to cover up the fact that this is all dirt above it, I put a piece of stone brick to cover the hole, showing that it was still dirt, visible from both sides. So since it still had stone, yes, I probably was going to dig out this piece, but whatever. For now, let's see. That's what I did with the stone. And eventually I would change the ceiling up anyway over here, and change it with the wood planks. So I'm going to start from this corner. And of course, I ended up realizing that I built so close to the surface on this side. It's like really just one block, so and eventually going to have to fix this, but now that's what it's going to be. And we got some neighbors. They want a cup of sugar. Well, we won't give them any sugar at all. We can give them all the sugar, and they just pass out. Very rude guests, you know. You're not supposed to pass out and faint. So I thought putting a thing of stone here. Now eventually we can get a little more creative with what's going on the inside here, and that'll be nice. But for now, we're gonna use what we got and continue on from there. Stone bricks would be nice for a lot of these pillars. I think that's the plan for the future. And we got more guests. And it looks like we have two, which is testificate zombie. You like to trade your brain for emeralds? No, oh well. So, sun's coming up. And there's that chicken. So we're gonna extend this out a little bit more. At least the plan for it. And I decided that I wanted to go all the way to where the ceiling was, instead of just stay at the same level as where the dirt starts for the ceiling. So I'm also going to expand this out a little bit more, and eventually this is going to be an entrance path. That's what I think we're going to do with it. Going to make this all uniform. I know I'm probably going to either mine that out or change it. Anyway, interested in learning more about the Greshfaria, we have a website you can join, become a member. It's frushandcraft.webs.com. It's also linked to my channel, so if you feel a little lazy and want to do it that way, you can definitely click on Greshfaria website and it will take you right there. So thank you for watching. We're gonna stop it from there, and hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good night, and part 2 coming soon.